So it's got to that time again where the vinyl's built up a lot, and I feel like it's time to show you guys what I've got over the last couple months. So here we go, it is time for another vinyl update. So hello and yes, welcome back to another video, guys. This is a pretty cool video for me because I've actually been back on the vinyl a lot lately. There's a nice stack here of records. There's 2 CDs, a little other music related things, a book, it's a program for a concert that I went to. So I'm going to quickly show you guys that as well. So yeah, it's all built up a lot lately, which is cool. There's a lot of variety in here. I honestly mean this is going to be a lot better than the last couple vinyl update videos, because the last couple, there was only about 6 or 7 records in that update. I just haven't been buying as much this year, whatnot. You know, I've been saving a lot more. You know, there's things that you got to do in life. So I can't keep spending all my money on records. But lately I've had a bit of money to play with. So I've got some nice records here to show you guys. And I'm excited to show you them. There's a lot of variety, as I said. There's a little bit for everyone in here. So without further ado, we'll just get started. So I'll show the CDs first, because I've just got 2. I love this guy. I've got his debut album on CD. I've had it for ages, and I've only just got round to getting his other 2 CDs because I love them. I love this guy's music's great. This is Paolo Nutini. So this is his second album, Sunny Side Up. Yeah, this is a pretty good album. What songs do I like on here? Pencil Full of Lead's really good, and I like Keep Rolling. So yeah, I love the cover as well. I really want him to put his stuff out on vinyl. Now, his last album, this one here, I love that cover as well. He has great covers. This is called Acoustic Love. This one's on vinyl, but his first 2 are not. And his first album, the one which I haven't shown, which we've got on CD over there, is amazing. Incredible album. So I'd really like them to put his stuff out on vinyl one day, all of them. Who knows, maybe we'll get it, maybe we will, you never know. Next up, before we get onto the vinyl, I thought I'd quickly hold this up again. This is my program from when I went to see Hugh Jackman at the O2 last week. I've got a whole video on that, and I go through this in a lot more detail. So if you want to see this in more detail, go click on that video. It's only the last one back. But yeah, this was a fantastic concert. Hugh Jackman is one of the nicest people on the planet. I know some people are probably going, he's an actor. Why is he putting on a concert? He's not. He you know, done theatre, does musicals in Broadway and in film. He's done Les Miserables, you know, The Great Showmen. He does musicals all the time. The man is fantastic. He can sing. He knows how to put on a show. And to top it off, he's one of the nicest human beings on the planet. So it was a great night, great time. If you want to hear more about it, just go watch my last video. Okay, so now on to the records. Now, first up, I'm going to show this pile here, because everything else here is brand new stuff I've bought. Got these from a second-hand record shop. So my friend Robert, we went to celebrate his 21st in Nottingham, which people probably know from Robin Hood. You know Robin Hood? Sheriff of Nottingham? We went to Nottingham. Because one of my mate's girlfriends goes uni there. Well, she did. Of course, uni's just ending here in the UK for everyone. So we went to Nottingham, which is about 4 hours from me, to spend the weekend down there for him. But I would wake up a lot earlier than everyone else. I'm an early bird. Even when I've been out the night before and had a few drinks with my mates, I'll still get up early. I'll go and have a walkabout. So that's what I did. I went and had a walkabout around Nottingham town by myself. And I come across this little record shop. And I went in there and, well, hey, I found a couple cool items. So they're not anything amazing here. They were all very cheap. But so the first one up is Foreigner, Cat Stevens. So yeah, I don't mind a bit of Cat Stevens. I wasn't going to pick this up, but it was like £1. And this really intrigued me. So inside you've got the record in its sleeve. And then you get this, which is like this. I don't know if you can tell, but this is thick card. It's like this huge print. I don't know what this. I've never seen this in a record before, because I noticed that this felt really heavy when I picked it up, and I was like, "What is it? I'm like 200 gram vinyl." And then I looked, and I just saw this huge bit of card in there. I was like, bizarre. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to buy it just because that's really got my curiosity. So I don't know what that's about. I've never seen a record like it. But anyway, I picked it up and I still have yet to play it. But I will very soon, I'm sure. Slide that back in. Don't worry, I'm not going to open up all the records. I just thought I'd show you that because it's quite interesting. Then I've got another Cat Stevens album. This is Teaser and the Firecat. I think that's how you pronounce it. Now, I originally thought this was one of his much later albums because it shares a very similar cover. And a couple of other people said that as well when I showed them it. But it's not. It's a much earlier record. I'm not sure when it's come out. 70s. I mean, it's pretty... I mean, it's got a bit of wear on it, you can see. But yeah, so anyway, another Cat Stevens. Pretty cool. Okay, next one up. I'm not 100% happy with this one because it's not in the best condition, but it was like £1. And I love this guy, and I don't own this album, so I was like, I'm going to buy it. That's Jojo Cale. This is Shades. I think this is his 6th album. It has the song Carry On, which is a pretty popular song. So yeah, that's really cool. Then I got Pete Townsend. This is really nice condition, this one, really nice. There's a gatefold as well. You know, I don't really listen to The Who much anymore, to be honest. I've kind of not gone off them. I just don't go back to them that much. But it's exciting picking up their solo stuff every now and then, I must admit. Especially Pete Townsend. I found he was more the talent in the band. And then we got a band which I've recently started to really get a good kick out of. That's Squeeze. This is the album Argy Bargy. So yeah, Jules Holland, big fan of him. And I really enjoy Squeeze, so it's nice that I'm finally getting some of their records in my collection. Whether I'll get them all or not, don't know. And then the last one up from that record shop, which is the one I'm most happy with, this is the debut self-titled album, and it's in beautiful condition, best condition one that I got. The Pretenders. So yeah, this is really cool, really cool. Nice condition as well. You'd look at it and honestly it could come across as nearly being new. It's in that good condition. So I'm really happy with that one. I love the Pretenders. So then, now we got this pile of records, and these are all brand new. So yeah, these are all, nearly all of them from Amazon. The bottom 3 are from HMV. I got a Mondo record, and then yeah, the first 4 I'm going to show you from Amazon. So they're all very cool, very cool. So the first one up, I've done a whole video on. None of the others have been shown on the channel before. So all of the others will be new. This one I have done a whole video on, hence why I'm showing you it first. This is the Egypt Station Explorers Edition by Mr. Paul McCartney. And I can actually talk about this one a little bit because all I've done is unbox this vinyl. And as you guys saw in the video, it's not a gatefold. As you can see, there's no gatefold. So cheaply made. The records are just all whacked in there. It's just colour vinyl. It's a purple vinyl. It's nothing special. But I have played the 3rd record now. And I will say I liked Get Started. I liked 62nd Street. And I like Who Cares Full Length. The rest of this, it's just kind of like the album for me. It's just average McCartney. And it's... I don't know. I like Egypt Station. I didn't hate the bonus disc on here, but you just listen to it and you go, I know he can do better. I know McCartney can do better. But don't get me wrong, it wasn't bad. I mean, well, there were a couple bad moments. You know, Getting Up is bloody terrible, and his vocals were a bit rocky on the live stuff. But you know, it was fine. It was a decent listen, is the best I can say. Next up, I've had this on pre-order for quite some time because there was a song that came out from this album called Someone You Loved, which people might have an idea who I'm going to talk about now. Hit number 1 in the UK, and I loved the song, I must admit. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to take a chance here and buy this record by this guy. It's his first album. I thought this could be this could be actually an interesting new artist. And you know what? I bought the album and I've really enjoyed it. And that is Lewis Capaldi. Lewis Capaldi, if you do not follow him on Instagram, make sure you do that because he's absolutely hilarious. He's just such a down-to-earth guy. And you wouldn't expect the vocal range to come out of him that does come out of him. And it's incredible. The A side of this record is wonderful. The opening track, Grace, is my favourite. The B side is a bit generic, your bog standard kind of ballad type stuff. But it's enjoyable. This record is really good, really interesting. I'm pleased I bought it. Lewis Capaldi, really good new artist there. And then what the hell, I got another brand new artist here. Now this one's weird, I didn't pre-order this. This artist, her songs have been everywhere, popping up on the radio. They've been in your restaurants, you guys' restaurants, you can hear it in the background, everywhere lately. And this is going to be strange for me. I think everyone's going to be shocked that I bought this. Everyone who I've told I've bought this already has been shocked. My family walked in my room the other day and was like, I can't believe you're listening to this. My mates have heard me on my PlayStation over the headsets going, I can't believe you're listening to that, because it's so unlike me to like something like this. But I love this. It's amazing. I don't know why I love it, because I shouldn't. It's not my type of music, but I really do. So I bought When We Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? By Billie Eilish. That's right. I actually bought this. I have so much respect for this girl. She's 17. Incredible. I love her attitude as well. Amazing. She's fantastic in interviews and stuff. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing spectacular there in the lyrics or the vocal performance. It's more just the sounds that are created in this album are just so interesting. I've never heard anything like this. This is incredibly unique, which is so hard to do in the music industry today. Not that the music industry is bad today. I'm not one of these people who thinks, I think there's still fantastic music about. You just got to look for it. But to do something unique, because, we're living in an age now where, in terms of music, film, TV, everything, nearly everything has been covered. There's still good stuff coming out, but to do unique stuff, it's a lot harder today, because nearly everything's been covered. Billie Eilish has done it. She's done something unique. She's created her own sound on her first album at 17 years old. Amazing. Also, this is a colour vinyl, I'm pretty sure. Let's double check that. We've got a plain black inner sleeve as well. And yeah, this is nice orangey colour vinyl. So I know a lot of people probably aren't even going to give Billie Eilish a chance, because it's a very bassy album. But, sit down, open mind. Might really enjoy it like I did, because that's what I did. I'd heard it everywhere. At first, I didn't want to pay it any attention. But then I started to, and I was like, you know what, this is actually really good. So yeah, Billie Eilish. I'm shocked I bought it as well, guys. I am. But anyway, there it is. I actually want to get her EP as well, which came out a couple years ago. So maybe you'll see that in the next final update. Now, I can't remember, I might have shown this record in the last update, but I'm going to show it again just in case I didn't. This was very much just for the collection, this item. I bought the Great Showman reimagined. Yeah, I love the Great Showman. I love the original soundtrack. The original soundtrack is so much better than this. What is this? If you don't know, this is a reimagining of it. This is a lot of popular, unlike Billie Eilish and Lewis Capaldi, your typical fluffy musicians which hit the chart today, covering songs. Not all of them on here, but most of them. Like, you've got this massive ass hype sticker there. Pink. I hate Pink, so there we go. Panic at the Disco. I like Panic at the Disco. They're good. They're one of the few villains on here. You got Jess Glynn. She puts out a lot of fluff, but she's okay. She's alright. And, it's TY dollar, and then there's a $sign IGN. I don't know. Half of these are just people that I would never listen to. I've bought this purely because I love the songs that they're singing. I do like Panic at the Disco's cover of The Greatest Show. That one is worth putting on every now and then. But then again, I'd still rather have the original one. So, I don't know. There's purely for the collection. It was super cheap. And it grows my Greatest Showman collection, which, my God, I got the colour vinyl, the black vinyl, the reimagined vinyl. I've got the CD, the 4K, and I got a book on the film. And I've been to see Hugh Jackman in concert. If you don't think I don't like that film. So we've got another soundtrack here. Just one more soundtrack in. I think you guys are going to really like the last 3 records I got to show. But this one's super cool. I was all over this when it came up for pre-order. This is Mondo, and they put out a vinyl copy of the soundtrack to Ant-Man and the Wasp. I really like this film. This was such a cool film. It came out just after Infinity War. Everyone was riding Cloud 9 after that film. And we're all on the way to Endgame. And you got this film in the middle, which was perfect. Paul Rudd is just such a nice, humble man. I love him. But yeah, so the cover is amazing. I love the poster. There's the back, which I also absolutely love. And I have played this as well. The music in this is surprisingly good. You don't get it when you're in the cinema or when you're watching it. You're so fixated on what the characters are doing. And because it's Marvel, Marvel aren't known for having the best scores. Well, they've got some good ones lately, to be fair. But they never have been known for having great scores. But lately, they've flipped it around. But you just put the soundtrack on and you do realise it's a lot better than you seem to remember or think it was when watching the film. So you get a little insert in here as well. It's kind of funny. So you just get some notes, and then on the back, oh, there they are, cute. And of course, Mondo, you're gonna get something beautiful, and we got something beautiful. So the first vinyl is mixed red and grey, and it looks absolutely stunning. But the next one is even better, in my opinion. Just slide these back in quickly. Come on. This is the part where everyone starts fast forwarding or clicking off the video, I can tell. You know what, I'm going to sort it out later because it's a bit of a pain. And I'll show you the second record still because I want to show you it because it's super cool. Yellow and grey. Beautiful, beautiful. And also on the back of this, it has a little number 1 next to it because apparently they are going to be doing every Marvel soundtrack. How true that is, I don't know, because there's like 23 films now or something like that. So, yeah. All I'm going to say is if anyone's watching a Mondo, please do Ragnarok next. Please do Thor Ragnarok. So, anyway, last 3 I want to talk about is I went into HMB over the weekend to get a certain record, which is going to be the last one I'll show you. So obviously I got it. HMV have this little bin of records that basically aren't selling well, and they just whack the prices down. So I had a look through there. No, 3 bins. Went through the first 2. Nothing I could find that excited me. Last bin I found 2 items. So one of the items I found, which was originally $21.99, and I got for $9.99. And I've already heard this, but anyway, I thought, you know, I'll pick it up. I'll get it on vinyl because I enjoyed it. And it's Buddy Holly with the Royal Orchestra backing him. So it's basically his songs with the orchestra over the top. Now, they'd done this a few years ago for Elvis, and it was a huge hit, the first CD. I remember because I bought it for my dad for Christmas. My dad was playing it, he loved it. Only problem is for me, I don't like Elvis. Sorry to the Elvis fans, just not my cup of tea. Never really got into him, but I respected it. I thought that's a fantastic idea. Then they done it for Roy Orbison. I'm a Roy Orbison fan. I thought, well, that's awesome. I can't wait. Now they didn't really have a great song selection. Then they done it for Buddy Holly. Buddy Holly is my favourite of those early 60s rock and roll rollers, like Elvis, like Roy Orbison, like Chuck Berry, Eddie Cochran, all that. My favourite is Buddy Holly. So I was like, this one is perfect for me. So I picked it up. It's really fun. At times it's a bit pointless. True Love Ways, though, the opening song, is terrible because I don't know what they've done, what recording they've got of Buddy Holly, but it sounds so muffled, and the orchestra sounds clear as hell. Fantastic. But there are certain points where the original track sounds a bit muffled. But it's still good at times. It's a bit of a mixed bag, this release, I'm not going to lie. But overall, I enjoyed it, that's for sure. So yeah, there's that. I had interest in picking this up last year because this is a 2018 album. But it was so expensive, and it even on Amazon, and it's got the original price still on here, $29.99. It's for a 2 LP set. It's marked down to $12.99 here, and I thought, you know, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to give it a go. And I played this yesterday and had a great time with it. This is Jeff Goldblum's album. So this is him. you know, with his jazz band, his orchestra. It's called the Capitol Studios Session. He goes and plays with them every now and then, and obviously Capitol Studios have invited him to go into the studio. They've recorded it. A lot of it's instrumental, but it's pure classic jazz, and my God, Jeff Goldblum's amazing at piano. I did not realise. He gets a load of guest singers on, a lot of female guest singers on, and they sound absolutely smooth and beautiful. And I'm actually going to check them out, some of their stuff on Spotify. And in between each song, it's amazing, because you'll hear Jeff Goldblum being Jeff Goldblum. He'll be like, hey, isn't she great? Isn't she great? Oh, you're having fun. You can hear him like doing his typical Jeff Goldblum stuff. I love the man. I think he's so innocently amazing. So yeah, Jeff Goldblum. I never thought I'd buy that. So the last time I got to show, this is the record I went to HMV to buy. This is the new EP from Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds, Black Star Dancing. And I really enjoyed this. Really, really enjoyed it. It makes me sad that he's not doing an album. And yeah, I know Liam's doing an album, but I did not really enjoy the song Shockwave. I thought it was very average. So it's not giving me great hopes about the album. And while I'm on the subject, Keane, someone left a comment on my last video. Thank you for that. Let me know. I did already know about it though. Keane's new album's coming up. Cannot wait. I'm such a huge Keane fan. I've got tickets to see them as well. But Noel Gallagher's Black Star Dancing is on a colour vinyl. I love it. Really nice pinky colour. So apparently we're going to be getting another couple EPs this year, because he recorded a load of songs for an album. None of them kind of, like, some were rock, some were this poppy style. So I think he's just decided to separate them all by releasing a couple EPs, which is fine. I just would have rather had an album myself. But yeah, I love Black Star Dancing. The intro's a bit long. Almost sounds like a bit of a porn song. I'm sorry, one of my mates said it to me when I was playing it to him, and I can't get that out of my head now. But it's a really good song. I really enjoy it. Rattling Rose is good. Sail On might be my favourite. I love it. It's just a really, really nice, beautiful song. So yeah, this is the latest vinyl update. There's a lot of cool stuff there. I'm really happy that I was able to bring you guys another video and show you a bit more variety this time. And hopefully the next one will be the same. The next one, of course, should be a lot of McCartney stuff in it, so we get all those coloured vinyls. I'm getting them all but Wings Over America, and I'm getting the Linda McCartney one as well. So there'll be an unboxing of them, and then obviously I'll chuck them in the vinyl update as well. But yeah, that is it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it as always. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like the video, leave a message. I'll see you guys next time for another video. Bye bye.